This is the world's biggest stage. There is no bigger deal. How do you digest this, and what's going through your mind as you prepare?
Oh, it's one spoonful at a time, you know? You just say, all right, this is the moment. I blast music. I take deep breaths and I say, I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful. That's literally how I go into it. I told my manager that today we were riding over here, and I said, I just screamed like 15 times, I'm grateful. And when you go into something this large with gratitude, it flows out of you. You know, people can feel that in the room. People can feel what you're pouring into your performance and what you're pouring into your voice. And I think those are the things that are transformative about moments like this.
Bringing a real New Orleans flavor to the Super Bowl. We know that the Super Bowl has been here many times before, but it never has had that real New Orleans flavor. So how are you going to bring it to the folks, the masses, people around the world?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, you got to come here. You got to come here and feel it, you know? It's one of those cities
What about the people that are watching it from around the world, that are out there and they want to feel that New Orleans?
Yes. You know what it is? We call it the joie de vivre. The joy of living. Yep. And people, when you're here, you can feel there's this sense of community, there's this sense of joy, there's this sense of love. People actually care about their neighbor. They want to know, how you doing? How you doing? When they ask, how you doing? They actually are asking, how you doing, you know? And so to be able to represent that on stage, people that are watching on TV, they'll feel it. They'll know there's something different about that place. There's something different about those people.
Trombone Shorty said that you guys sat down and had about a 2-hour conversation to figure out how you were going to change the music before you went in and started to construct it. Tell me, what have you done, like, musically to change things?
Oh my gosh. Well, they came up with a beautiful arrangement. So, you know, you have the Zydeco that exists in Lafayette. You've got incredible brass bands that exist in the birthplace of jazz, which is New Orleans. And there's a rhythm that kind of marries those two spaces, and it'll get you stepping, you know, it'll get you moving. And Troy was like, I really wanted to bring the representation of the state into this performance, and the representation of our heritage and where we came from. How do we do that? And he was very mindful to pay homage to the places that we came from.
Who will you be thinking about when you're out there performing? Because you talked about that growing up. Here's your father who said you got to be able to dance, but who will you be, your grandpa? Yeah. So who will you be thinking about? Who will you take out on that field with you?
Oh, my family for sure. My family, it's very true for every person that is from here. It's not just, oh, I know my mom and dad. It's my mom and dad, my grandparents, my great-grandparents. It's very generational here, and you love that. You can feel it when you walk around. There's a heritage and a history here that's just is so vibrant and alive. So I'll be bringing my family. I'll be bringing all of those people into the performance, and I'll be bringing all the people who paved the way for us to be able to sing songs like this with dignity and with excitement. You know, I feel like I love, one of my favorite moments of the Super Bowl every time is when they pan to like the Air Force base or the Army base, or, you know, those moments where you're like, yeah, these are the people that we get to carry with us into these songs. It's really powerful.
Rehearsals, how have they gone?
Oh my goodness. Well, we haven't started. Troy and I worked out some stuff in the studio, but we actually are going to start rehearsing in the Dome tomorrow.
So you haven't been in the Dome yet.
Not yet.
What will that moment be like when you get to walk out on the field for the first time in practice?
Oh, it'll be just sheer adrenaline and excitement. And I feel like a lot of times you can get ahead of yourself in moments like that. But when you feel that the moment is bigger than you, that's when it's very sobering. It's very whole, you know.
Have you picked out an outfit, and how did you pick that outfit out?
Okay, we have some. You know, we have events every single week, right? I mean, every single day this week. And one of my things that I love are the artisans that are here in New Orleans, and to be able to represent their creativity, their artistry in fashion and food and, you know, music. It's
I feel like that's what you did today.
It is. And, you know, I love being able to celebrate that. So we got some things from St. Claude Social Club, which is a great spot here with a lot of handmade things. The hats, a lot of handmade hats for here from New Orleans.
This one handmade from New Orleans.
This one is handmade. This one I didn't get in New Orleans, but this one is handmade. I just love it. I love the passion and of people. You know, I tell people this. People in New Orleans, they create for the passion of it. It's not for the business of it, you know? And when you see, a lot of people aren't making money here, but they are pouring their heart and soul into their art. And that to me is inspiring, because sometimes you can get into the business and that takes over. But the second you come down to New Orleans, you're like, wow, these are such creative beings for the sheer love and passion of creativity. So I'll be expressing that in what I wear on that performance day.
A unique place, unique people.
That's
Okay.
right. That's
All
right.
Awesome.